Greetings, Earthlings. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Tuesday edition of Burn It Down with Kim Brown, special edition. This is an open call-in show for everybody, for all the people who want to call up and get something off your chest, or say what's up, or complain, or sing a song, rap a song. I don't really care. I have to confess to everybody, today is just not the day. It just really was not the day for your homie. Not only is my menses whooping my ass, okay? And my menses jumped up on the calendar and said, "Oh, bitch, remember us? We coming to fuck you up for this week." How about that? You ready for that, Kim? I checked the sky charts. There is a solar eclipse happening somewhere in the world. I don't think that we can see it visibly here from where I am in on the globe. But there's some celestial higgy hagga happening. And it just has wiped me out. And I had to say, last night when I was searching for stories to try to put the show together, nope. No. I'm looking at stories and I'm like, there's literally nothing that I want to fucking talk about. Nothing at all. So guess what? Y'all finna talk to me about some shit. How about that? How about that? Welcome, everybody. I'm so grateful and appreciative to see everybody coming in the spot. Thank you all so much. And just to double down on the fact that Kim has quit for the night. I've got me a little J. Oh, we spoken tonight, kids. We spoken on the show again. It's one of them days. It's one of them days. So this is actually what we've done. So if you are already a patron or a YouTube member, the link is already available for you to click on the joint and just come on in. I'm going to drop the link, or rather, Will, our young fella behind behind the curtain pushing the buttons. Will's gonna drop the link to join the restream shit for all in the chat, maybe at about 7:30. So even if you're not a member or a patron, if you want to call up in here, and now let me just be clear, I did not go over this with Will beforehand, but Will, just make sure your hang up finger is strong, dog. Because I'm telling you, somebody call up here talking crazy. I'll let you know when to yank them. If it's somebody airing some legitimate grievances, we might give them a couple minutes, to breathe that out a little bit. But if somebody just call up here talking nonsense, today and not the day, baby. So thank you all. Big up to the Fire Fam. Big up to everyone that is checking out the show tonight. Listen, it's Burn It Down with Kim Brown. Usually this is the safe space where we set an oppression ablaze. Tonight we just setting weed ablaze. Oppression gonna be there. Okay, we can deal with oppression in the morning. Tonight it's a weed night. And we are blazing. We are smoking. Well, I don't drink. Drinking and chilling. I'm smoking. I don't know what y'all doing. I hope you guys are off work. I hope you're somewhere in the house getting cozy, getting your J's right, getting your edibles and psychedelics right. I wish that for you tonight. I really do. And if drinking is your thing, I just want to urge you to try to cut that out. Just try to let that alcohol go, baby, because that alcohol is so terrible for you. God damn it, how come my J ain't lighting properly? Because I'm out here trying to show off for my internet friends. So anyway, Will's gonna keep you posted when somebody pops up. Like I said, if you are a patron or a YouTube member, that information is already available for you. So please feel free to do that. Big up to Michelita and Infinite Content and the couple people who left some comments over on Patreon. Thank you guys for taking the time to do that. I appreciate it. See, this is why makeup and J smoking don't be working. I got lip gloss all over my fingers. Ridiculous. And YouTube probably gonna be a ho talk about this episode is not suitable for children. No shit. No shit, YouTube. Tell me something I didn't fucking know. Anyway, my bad, y'all. I'm sorry. You can tell I'm grumpy. You can tell I'm in a bit of a mood. I'm in a tiny bit of a mood. Big up to all my folks. Come through. Who is these people? I don't know all these people. Some of y'all's is new. I don't know all y'all's. But big up to my regulars, to everybody coming through. Uh don't They'll text. I will make it a surprise. I don't even care. You ain't got to preface the shit. Just patch the people on through. Let's keep it funky. Let's keep it extra spicy. Let's make everything a surprise. You ain't gotta tell me, dog. Just run them on in here. I'm cool with that. And also, gang, just a heads up, this can be a camera resolve situation. Do not feel pressured to put your camera on. Y'all don't have to put your camera on, but if you're talking shit, don't call up here talking shit behind a black screen. That's all I'm gonna say. But it sounds like somebody's on the line. Hello, caller.
Are you talking to me?
I knew it was Shirley.
You know me. Hello, Kim. How are
Shirley, I'm grumpy. How are you? How are you, sweetheart?
I'm not grumpy, but I'm a bit kind of irritated a bit
Hmm.
and tired.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was just gonna tell you sometimes we have days like that, and sometimes we have weeks like that. Just what it is. My sister came over today and she did something without any time that had been stressing me out. And this is going to seem very weird, but I have like these packages that come in, and I get so overwhelmed because I have to open up the packages and then put down the boxes so they can fit into my trash bin. And my sister just stopped by before on her way to work, bringing me some food because she's a foodie. And she looked at him. I said, I know, don't say anything. And she said, let me just take care of this. And she did it within no time. And that just relieved so much stress from me. And I know it might sound weird to some people, but that relieved so much stress from me. And I just said, thank you so much. I mean, some of those boxes been there since like February.
And that's amazing how, sometimes when you are in a situation, things can be very overwhelming. I
Yes,
totally understand that. I get very overwhelmed visually very quickly by clutter.
yes,
And instead of attacking it, I said,
yes,
I'm going to sit down and think about all these 20 clutter piles that I need to
yes.
address. And
Oh my God. Me
I'm
too.
gonna think about them. I'm gonna give it a lot of thought. And the
Yes, me
action,
too.
how much action is coming behind that though, Shirley? That's what pisses me off
I know
about.
because I'm thinking, well, once I unpack, I have to figure out where I'm going to place everything. And then, but my sister, she just said, okay, where you want this at? Where you want this at? I said, there. And I said, thank you. She just, I mean, to her, it probably didn't seem like anything. But let me tell you something. That just took like 1,000 tons off of my mind.
Isn't that something?
Yes.
Girl, I'm a armchair psychologist, Shirley. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot about nothing. So
Yeah.
it sounds like you and I might share a bit of obsessive compulsive disorder because action because we're trying to organize it so much in our head, pay so much
Right.
detail. It's like oh no, this thing and all these things actually do have a place in
Yes.
it. Unfortunately, it's going to take me 3 months of
Yes.
people.
That's what I was thinking. It took my girl less
Oh,
than 20
shit.
minutes. And so I just said, thank you. And then I just said a little prayer to my mother who's no longer with us. Because I always
Mhm.
told my mother one of the best things she ever gave me was my big sister. And I so mean
Oh,
that. I so mean that. So
oh,
I
Shirley,
just love
that's
my
so
sister.
sweet.
She's
Oh,
just the most wonderful
beautiful.
person.
Shout out to Shirley's big sister.
Yeah, her name's Angela.
Hey, Angela. Angela. Look at
Yeah.
Angela being an angel out
She
here.
always is. She always is. I just love her so much.
Oh,
And just little things
Shirley.
like that. So just love my big sister. But I just wanted to tell you it's okay. Sometimes when I saw plenty of news stories, but oh Lord, who wants to attack those all the time?
Well,
You
give me
know?
one. Give me one. Give me one that caught your eye or one that you might have been hoping that I went over tonight and
Well,
I'm
it's
not.
rather frivolous. It's not real serious.
That's okay. I'll take
Okay.
frivolity at this point, Shirley. We
Okay.
we can deal in the frivolous. That's okay.
Okay. So supposedly everybody's favorite ex rapper or Kanye. They said Adidas pulled their business with him, and Forbes has already reported that he's no longer a billionaire. That tells me he was never one to begin with. They just be inflating stuff. But look, supposedly he's only worth now $400 million. Poor man, poor man.
Oh, look at that. Kanye, 2 paychecks away from billionaire status.
I know. So,
Woo,
you know.
girl. Well, here's the thing. According to one of the great Black woman philosophers of our time, Baltimore's own Monique, when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite. The clown comes back to bite. He
Yes.
has been doing clownery for so long, and I'm glad there's a little bit of a collecting here of Kanye.
Yeah.
I hate the fact that it had to get to the point where he would be uttering casually anti-Semitic things when he has been very casually saying misogynistic things,
anti-black
anti-black
stuff.
things. Come on now.
You know what?
Now,
So I think Kanye just was really feeling himself. He really thought maybe he was a beyond black or beyond white, because there's certain groups you can't talk about. I hope I want to get to the point where they can't do that to us.
Thank you. Thank you. If Kanye had been collected when he was all on his anti-black shit, slavery's a choice, all of that, guess what? He wouldn't even had a chance to get to his anti-Semitism. Nope. But no, it's fine to shit on black people. It's especially fine to shit on black women. So you can keep all your things as long as you are shitting on the appropriate people.
But he got his wake up call tonight. He got it tonight. So.
Anyway, I appreciate you sharing that, Shirley, because I'm trying to figure out. I don't revel in people's downfalls, but I have
He's still all right with $400 million.
It brings a smile to my face. Why is that?
So I just wanted to say that. And if I wasn't allergic to weed, I probably would smoke it, but it's probably a good thing that I am allergic, because I don't know how that would work with me. So just smoke for me.
I will.
And maybe we'll both feel better.
Thank you. Shirley, as always, you are the greatest. You are the greatest, the greatest. I love you,
Fire Fam chat. Bye-bye.
Oh, bye, Shirley. I love when we do the call-in shows, because I'm always going to hear from Shirley. And Shirley, with her Midwestern sweetness, she always brings a smile to my face. She always makes me feel good. I appreciate Shirley. Thank you. And for always supporting the thing, sure. And giving Kamau a hard time over there on Black Power Media. I love to see that in the chat also. But anyway. So yeah, while we're waiting for our next people to come on in, I will let me offer up a couple more words about Kanye, because you guys saw it. Like Shirley reported to us that Adidas said no, nigga, no. Balenciaga, who else dropped his ass? His representation, CAA, his agents, they stopped working on his documentary. I'm waiting. Has Netflix pulled his shit yet? I've never seen that Ye documentary again, because this nigga's not interesting to me anymore. He's just, sad. I don't feel the need to pay attention to Will. I mean, not to Will. Sorry, to Kanye. I will pay attention to Will, because Will just texted me. Hey, Anna Hart. Is this Anna?
Hey, you.
Hello, sweetheart. How are you?
I'm doing okay. It's been a weird couple of months, but with my health, things go up and down weekly, daily. Today, not so bad, and right now, I'm so happy to see you and be talking with you.
Oh, good. And how's the weather out there in Washington? The other Washington.
Well, funny you ask. Today it is actually raining, but we haven't had rain in a long, long, long time. Things have been getting quite brown and yellow. Just not good colors. Not what we're supposed to have. I did want to give you some big ups, because what we started together is blossoming. The support sessions, it is going so well. I can't tell you how happy isn't the right word. I am fulfilled. I am learned, because there's always something that gets brought up that teaches all of us. those support sessions, they're spiritual in some way. They are just the biggest gift that I have gotten in quite a long time. And I've been doing support groups since 2003. But I was saying to Abby the other day, never had as successful a group as the group that we have.
Oh my
And
gosh.
it's the Fire Fam. It's the people that make the group. And this one, we have an incredibly special family. And I just wanted to say, I love you all. You give me energy in times that I have none. And I'm so thankful. And just, I feel so humbly blessed to be in your circle.
Anna, I'm so appreciative and blessed that people like you and your mom and the people that have come through and participated in the disability support chat that we do every second Monday monthly. How many months? Pardon me, Anna. How many months has it been? Has it been 6? I don't even know.
Since May, we have had at least one group a month.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, look
And
at us.
then
Consistent.
since August, we've been having 3 groups a month.
That's beautiful. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. You don't know
So I
how
do want to
excited that
remind
makes
people.
me. Go. I'm sorry,
Mm,
baby. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no,
Finish.
I'm sorry. I just did want to remind people that the additional session is the last Sunday of every month. So it'll kind of change around, but that's this Sunday coming up. I
Okay.
will be dropping the link in. I'll be sending it to you, Kim. I will be putting it in
Thank you.
Discord. And I really would like to ask, if possible, starting at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. East Coast, USA, 8 p.m. London time. So I'm
Wait,
wondering.
is this the
Mhm.
caregivers chat? Which one is this, Anna? I'm sorry.
This is the additional group where
Okay.
we just kind of said that, hey, we like each other and we want to get together more than just the ones, or maybe the people who didn't have the time or the ability. Because I realize Monday, that's a hard day for people who are at work. So
Yeah.
Sunday, it's just, plus the people in Europe, it's a better time for everybody.
We had
I
people
just
in
wonder,
Europe,
we
which is
do, we have
crazy.
Ursula came, Lady Heloise has come, Stoner has come, come through UK. We have been, and I have been trying to get my cousin from Germany, whose name is also Shirley, to come, and because she got something weird, which everybody was saying is not COVID, but looks exactly like COVID.
Oh Lord.
And she's had all the machines pumping her lungs, and it's tough.
I'm sorry to hear that about your cousin. But I hope she's able to join us. Well, I mean,
That
if it's convenient for her, obviously, if she feels up to doing it. But Anna,
right.
I mean, this has been, this has been something that has helped me because in after my disability diagnosis, I attempted a couple of support groups and they didn't really work for me. I just didn't feel it. So the
Mm,
fact that everyone is kind of coming with different diagnoses, I think, yeah, I actually find that helpful because eh, none of us are kind of dealing with the same specific thing. Everybody's kind of
mm,
dealing with something different, and I think that helps to kind of broaden the perspective of what experiencing disability is, and in the different ways that we encounter inaccessibility,
mhm,
through the lens of each of our different different afflictions as it were. So I mean, this has been really transformational for me, and I can't express the gratitude to you for making sure that this happens. Because Anna, if it was up to me, if it was left up to me, me and Shirley would be sitting on the couch together looking at our boxes in the corner. Like, I would be like, and not supposed to be doing something else besides trying to figure out where these boxes and stacks of papers go. But yeah, so I have to, to tip of the cap to you and to your mom for making sure that these things happen. And it's because of you that these things have been able to grow, and for you to create a welcoming space for folks to know that they can come there and engage. I think I never saw this coming for the channel, but I'm so
Right?
I couldn't be happier and more appreciative that it has happened.
Me too. And the one last thing that I will say is the third group that we have is for caregivers. Specifically, we haven't had caregivers come in very much, so we're still kind of getting the word out. And we have people who are 24/7 caregivers. I know in the fam, we have people who are adjusting to family members of their own that they don't live with. And I know that the need is there. It's just connecting with the day. So usually the day right before the main group is the caregivers group. It's the second Sunday of every month. And I will keep on making sure that people are aware of the dates, especially like on Discord. I share images that I do, and I have this one image where you see the normal kind of the chap in a wheelchair, the disability sign that we know, but the wheel is on fire, and it says, if it isn't accessible, burn it down.
I love that.
Yes. Oh,
That's
I
great.
need that.
We need to, maybe we should work on that. But in terms of, just something to wear or stick somewhere or whatever. But I love that. If it isn't accessible, burn it down. Burn it the fuck down. That is some real shit. And I love that. I love that energy. And listen, for everyone that's
I know.
watching or might be watching, like, I mean, even if you aren't disabled, chances are you might become disabled adjacent. You know what I'm saying? Or disabled
Yep.
yourself. So the reason why accessibility and disabled rights are important to this channel is because it is coming for you, whether or not you want to acknowledge that or not. So it makes more sense to try to make sure that the world is open for all, instead of waiting until it happens to you and you're like, why is this all fucked up? Well, because because it's set up for the ables, and it needs to be set up for everybody. So there's that. But Anna, thank you.
I love you so much. I love you,
Thank
Fire
you.
Fam.
Thank
Peace.
you, Anna. Tell Mama we say hey.
I will.
Appreciate it. All right. Okay. We always go batting 1,000 when we do the open call-in shows. So what time is it, Will? Let me look here. Oh, 7:20. Go ahead and drop the link in the chat and see what happens. and see what happens. Why not? Yeah. And I just want to say, like, being able to, I guess, expand even in the ways that we have, the things that the channel is doing is great. And I mean, again, Anna and Mama Lorraine have been the driving force, the catalyst. They approached me about it, and I said okay. That's all I said. I said, "My yes, yeah, that sounds good. Let's do that." So I'm just appreciative that they have had that consistent energy, and for everyone that has shown up, because I know several of you have shown up to multiple support chats, and the only one I missed was the one from this month, and that's the day that Will came over to do the studio maintenance, and I just lost track of time, so that was an unintentional absence on my part. But I love doing the disability support chats because because right, we have awesome people here with us. That's why. Who's that? Hi, Tressa. Hey, Lady Alex. What's going on, Donnie? Hi, Court. Hey, Latif. Hey, Harley. Yeah, I just wasn't feeling it today. I saw some stories, and again, it wasn't that I didn't see stories per se. I saw a bunch of things that I kind of wanted to do updates about, but I'm like, am I going to do a whole update show? Am I going to do update? This will follow up on this, follow up on this, and I'm with the follow ups, but I just truly did not feel like doing an hour worth of follow ups. I just didn't because it didn't seem like I had a main story driving me, and I saw Cerise Council reported on something very difficult out there in Los Angeles, which, if and I'm not going to get into the story too much, you can go to Cerise's social medias and look at her story. But police violence. Fortunately, the person kept their life but lost eyesight in one of their eyes. I do want to talk about that because the amount of people that are disabled by police violence, another good reason to defund and abolish the police is because they're literally harming and killing people and disabling them. So fuck them. We got somebody standing by.
Hey,
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 hey now.
Kim. I'm Alex. I'm a psychiatric nurse. I'm in New York City born and bred, and I curse up a storm.
Hi.
So,
You're in the right place, Alex.
okay, I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I still work from home doing like call a nurse. Like people call in, my nose is bleeding, my crotch is falling apart. What do I do? I mean, everything and anything, right?
Never a dull day.
I just got to tell you that in the midst of all this so-called indie programs, I finally come to realize that Black Power Media and your show are the only shows that I get anything from, that fills my soul, that I love, that I dig. Ear Doctor. I'm from New York City. Back in the day, I grew up in the 70s, all that stuff, So, and I love you're gorgeous inside and out. You make me laugh. You cover stories that are incredible. I am so glad I found you and the family, the BPM family. And I know I'm a white girl, but you know what?
Are you white? You look tinted.
You know what I mean? I can't say look, I can't say this bullshit of, oh, I know how you feel. And look, as a human being who is not going through what Indigenous and Black people are going through, I'm as close as you can get. I mean, that's how I can express it, to being in solidarity and whatever it is of beingness as a human being. And I guess it's coming from New York City. My parents were activists and all that stuff in the 60s and 70s. I don't find a lot of people that share my experience and my feelings. I feel very isolated. There's not many of us. And I won't compromise myself. And I'm very isolated.
Mm-hmm. So
maybe
I think the John Brown Brigade needs to do a support chat. I think No, I'm not even kidding because like what I'm saying. So Alex, I don't know how long you've been watching, but the John Brown Brigade are the radical whites, the anti-racist whites, the abolitionist whites that I know support this platform, support Black Power Media and Luke Mon Nation.
Really?
Like we know that y'all. I mean, they're not. I call them the John Brown Brigade. I don't know if they have officially. Have y'all officially accepted that? All of our radical whites that are with us tonight.
Radical whites. I like that. I don't know. There's something very bad sounding and nice sounding at the same time. Radical
Trust
whites.
me, if I say radical whites, I mean it as a compliment. Like because I'm specifically talking about left radical whites because we know, the Trump radical whites are a different vein of the radical whites. So when I say radical whites, I mean our comrades.
Yeah, I'm one of those people. I'm for abolish. I reject I'm one of those. I reject the Constitution. I know this land is not ours. And I know the horrors that have been inflicted on the indigenous people and people that were brought over here and all around. I'm aware of this all my life. And I've been this way since I was 10. I was radicalized at 10. I was sitting on my mother's lap when Martin Luther King's funeral in 1968. I was 10 years old and my mother was crying. And after that, I was who I was and who I am now. And I've always been very isolated. I have not met a lot of people throughout the years. And this whole thing of progressives and lefties and liberals, I don't connect to any of that. It's all bullshit. I'm a humanist, and I'm against I reject the Constitution, the laws of this country. I reject all the parties. I reject it all. Abolish the police, the prisons, everything about this country is wrong. I want it to just disappear. I don't know what can happen in its place, but it's wrong, all wrong. And I felt this way all my life. And I don't know what to do. I mean, I used to protest and do actions. I've done it all. And now I've come to realize that the best thing I donate to your channel, BPM, I mean, I don't know what else to do. I mean,
I can tell you. So first of all, you're off to a good start. There we go. to redistribute to voices and to causes that you knew are out here doing the work and talking up the work. But the other thing you can do is just seriously just be anti-racist in your everyday life, right? So if you work in the medical field, recognize the ways in which marginalized communities are impacted by racism, specifically within the field in which you work, and do what you can to mitigate it or lessen it. I don't know if you can eradicate it as an individual, but you can recognize a situation, perhaps see it as racist, or somebody being discriminated against, and in the ways that you do have power to intervene. And don't underestimate your power as a white woman. White women got a lot of power out here, especially when y'all use your voices, because white men don't like to hear y'all complain, and they want to fix a situation. So like,
I'm a nurse. I don't work in the hospitals anymore. I work from home.
In any ways that you're able, what I mean?
I've always been this way, growing in New York City, I mean, what a place to grow up. I mean, I have a different perspective than a lot of people, I guess. I don't know. But I've been calling things out all my life, and sometimes it's scary because people are very hostile now. I'm very angry, and I'm really people are very they feel it. There's a very hostile. A lot of people feel like the floodgates have opened, and it's easier for them to be assholes. My whole thing. Okay, I'll end with this. My whole thing is I'm not Nancy Nice Nurse. I'm not like, oh, I love mankind and humans are inherently good and kumbaya, and we could just educate people into awareness. I am not that type of person. It's an individual kind of awakening. Most people you have to show me you're a decent human being, and you're an asshole until proven otherwise. Because I'm 64 almost, and all my life I just haven't seen enough decent human beings, and a lot of people are just horrible, and even if they suffer, they still blame it on those that suffer. And no amount of education or facts are going to change these folks. And there's so many of them, and it's so frustrating. Yeah. So I'm just going to be the way I am, but I'm just so happy that you're around, because you're just a stunning looking individual.
Thank you.
And your spirit and beauty is so intense from the inside. I feel it every time I see you.
Oh my
It's
God.
Incredible.
That's so nice.
You're like this incredible human being, and I'm so happy I found you and BPN, because that's the realest place I could be for what's going on. And I'm going to continue to contribute as much as I can and be the badass that I am. And that, there's a lot to, when you live a long life, there's a lot to say.
Hey,
but anyway.
Thank you. Hey, listen, you're doing great, sweetie. Just keep doing what you're doing. We appreciate the support across platforms. We appreciate the ways in which you show up for folks in your actual life. So thank you, Alex. That your words and your compliments really just meant a lot. you showered a Leo with compliments, and all of a sudden my stomach feels better. Isn't that funny how that works?
Oh, my nurse healingness is coming through.
It must
Woo!
be. It must be. Thank you
Well,
so much for representing all the way out from New Mexico.
the
Let's
radical
go.
right, the radical whites, right on.
Let's go, radical whites. Come on. We need y'all to be legion out here. Alex, thank you. Thank you, baby
Bye.
girl.
Love
Appreciate
you
you. Thank
all.
you. Thank
Bye,
you.
Kim.
Hey, John Brown Brigade, you guys might want to discuss this amongst yourselves. Well, I was thinking y'all might need a support group because I could imagine it has to be isolating for some white folks who have anti-racist views, who perhaps hold anti-American views, because they set America up nice for the whites, right? The other whites is like, the fuck is wrong with you? We white here. Like, this shit is sweet. Shut the fuck up. With your fucking equality dumb shit. I'm sure radical whites or anti-racist whites get a lot of that. So I can imagine how that could be isolating. But I appreciate Alex. Alex, I appreciate what you said, that you said, I'm not going to bullshit you. Like, I can't say that I know what it's like, to walk in your skin or be in your shoes. And that's correct. That's so correct. And I appreciate you not trying to bullshit, because that tells me something about you. Like, thank you for, No. You guys, the John Brown Brigade, you guys don't ever have to be like, oh God, I know how you feel. No, because you don't. And that's not even a diss, and that's not even a slight to you at all. You just could never. You could never. And that's not a demerit on your part at all. That does not mean you're not empathetic people. It's just that this is a very unique experience. It's a very unique experience being Black in America. And it varies, right? My experience is not fucking Will's experience. Will's experience is definitely not Tunde's experience. You know what I mean? Like, so everything is there's layers, there's complexities, there's other shit to this shit. So I appreciate white folks being supportive, white folks understanding. And again, the most thing that we can ask, well, for one, financial support. Yes, that's the correct direction to go. But you gotta collect your who, y'all. You have to collect your cracker cousins. Yes. Yes. Probably the most difficult of all the things, right? To collect your cracker cousins, I'm sure, is an endeavor. I don't doubt that at all. We appreciate you guys checking in with us tonight. I don't even know. Is anybody watching? This is our solid. These are our main youngins here with us. That strong 50. That buck 50. Well, not a buck. Mine is the buck, but that 50 strong. That's who we can always count on. That's who we can always count on. Who do we have coming in the jam right now?
I'm here. Oh.
And who is this? who is I?
I didn't. Oh, that was. Oh, I did. This is Tyler.
Oh, it's my son. How
Yes,
could I
it
not
is.
recognize my son's voice? Hello, baby boy. How are you?
I should have just said my name. Good.
I'm sorry, Tyler. I don't even know how do you identify? My apologies for I meant it with endearment, but
like pronouns or anything, or what?
Yeah, your pronouns. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I don't really have any, actually.
Oh, okay. So, are you cool if I call you baby boy?
Yes, that is fine.
Okay, good. Okay, I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure that was okay with you.
I mean, he, him, whatever. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I understand that it matters for others, and I respect that. So anyway, yeah, I was hearing in on the last caller you had, and I think it's important to have as many white allies as possible, because while they obviously can't be like directly affected the same way you or or even me or just anybody in these spaces are, they can still have an important impact and still be in the fight because I mean, when it comes to equality, when it comes to justice, when it comes to liberation, that shouldn't leave like anyone out. I think that should be obvious to anybody watching. But yeah, I also kind of wanted to talk about. I'm just gonna say it, Kanye. I'm.
Listen, we can drag Kanye, guys. Don't be afraid.
I don't.
It's-
I don't. I don't. I know the ship's been run dry on that one. We've been. I'm just speaking as someone who is black and Jewish. My dad's Jewish. My mom's African American. So like,
Lenny Kravitz.
yes,
I'm sorry.
yes, yes, yes.
So
That's
it's
perfect.
Lenny. Okay, good. Okay, go ahead, baby. Even though Lenny's mama was Bahamian, but that's semantics. Maybe not semantics to the Bahamians, but I digress. But yes, black mama. Period.
Yes, yes. I do consider us kindred spirits in that sense. And I like his music. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I think there are some portions of. I'm not saying this applies to even like a majority of people, but there are some portions that want to agree with Kanye. Some portions of the community, that want to say, "Oh, he's right. We should, we should just call out these money grubbing Jews or whatever." Like I don't know. I feel like there are some portions of the community that do want to believe that sort of thing. I'm not. I don't have the like statistics on it, but
No, you're right. I mean, you're not wrong, Tyler. Like anti-Semitism, I suppose, could be found in some form in a lot of communities, right? Like black community is no exception to that. I've always just been
self-hatred too.
right. I've always been confused. I mean, I understand what anti-Semitism is, but it just never made sense to me, especially coming from black people, because I'm like,
Right.
how are y'all more mad at them
Exactly.
than the other whites? Like, it
Right.
just never made any sense to me personally. I'm like, well, are we making really distinctions now amongst who has the most, domination over white supremacy within America? Like, why are you
Right.
mad at the Jews more so than the rest of them? Like,
Exactly, because I mean, like we should be in solidarity as marginalized groups that have been persecuted and suffered. We shouldn't be like we should be in solidarity against the forces of white supremacy trying to keep both of us down, not fighting amongst each other. And like just the idea that I don't know, because of like the whole stereotype of like, oh, because they have so much money, that means they're trying to keep the black man down or whatever. I just never understood that. I never understood. Just, I don't know. Bigotry in general is stupid. I'm just putting it plainly. Bigotry is stupid. But I think, thankfully, people are seeing through this mess of like just of all the things that he's been spewing. I just wish people saw through it before, because I mean, this is the same guy that also said slavery was a choice. So I mean, I don't mean to make you mad or anything. I just
no, honey, you're not making me mad. I mean, you're making sense. You're making points. Kanye did do all of these things, say all of these things, targeted at black people, espousing right-wing talking points to demean black people. Always got something to say about even black women. And even by extension, the way that he talks about his children's family members, which is deplorable.
It's
But
deplorable. I could hear it in his music too, especially in his later works. Like,
it's sad. I mean, because really, he epitomizes right now the phrase "somebody is going out sad." Kanye is going out sad right now. Like, it's sad.
Yeah.
Like I'm still a little scornful towards him and feeling a little bit of Schadenfreude about this latest news surrounding, his companies severing ties with him, etc. So I'm like, yeah, okay, dog, that's what the fuck you get. But at the end of the day,
Right.
I used to rock with him as an artist, and I look at him like,
Mm.
dog, this is sad. Like, you going out sad right now.
I mean, there's
Yikes.
a reason why people say I miss the old Kanye.
It's almost, and I think I've said it here before, Tyler. It's almost like we're talking about two different people. It's almost like
Right.
that college dropout Kanye, producing Talib's opus, Get By Kanye. It's like something happened to him. Like,
2005. Yep.
he went away. Like where did he go? I don't even know. Like, I feel like he
Right.
went away, and this imposter has come in and taken over Kanye's, whatever.
Body. Like, where are you? What have you done with him? Like, this is clearly not the same person who said George Bush doesn't care about black people, which is one of the most agreeable, as the kids say, based things I've ever heard anybody say. So,
aren't you kids though, Tyler? Aren't you kids?
Yes.
Talking about
Yes.
as the kids say.
Yes.
Aren't you
Yes.
kids though?
Yes, that is me.
No, you're right. You're right. So let me ask you, Tyler, as the sole young person who watches this program, what is the pulse of the youngs? What are the youth stems saying about Kanye? Are they done, or is it still Kanye's the misunderstood genius and we don't get it? The rest of us don't get it.
I don't know. Maybe it depends on the area, but from where I'm from, they're not fucking with Kanye. I don't think they really ever have, but especially not now.
I'm glad to hear that.
I mean, I go to a pretty progressive community college. There's like a Palestinian rights thing, or group that we have going on.
Nice.
Free Palestine. Yeah, and we support a lot of lefty causes and stuff. We talk about, like, we have like an environmental biology class, and we talk about environmental degradation, what that's done to the planet and the people living in it. I would think that that the people I'm surrounded with do not support him or any of the things that he said.
Yeah, sometimes I get a little unclear about who is Kanye's target demographic, because I guess at some point it was me, in his
Right.
age range, but then I feel like people again who are Kanye's age-ish and around there, because I think Kanye only got a year on me. Like,
Yes.
I feel like he lost us, like he lost like his older demo, and then like the mid to younger millennials sort of picked up the Kanye
It's up to
mantle,
him. And then
and
Gen
started,
Z, right?
and then Gen Z picked him up a little bit. So I sometimes get confused as to, like, I don't even know who are his fans. Like, I don't even know who his fans are.
I don't know. I mean,
Sorry, guys.
yeah.
Oh no! I'm sorry, because I haven't been looking in the chat. I've been looking at the camera because I'm trying to maintain eye contact
Cool.
or whatever. But I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, I would say like his core demographic starting out was like you guys and say like millennials in high school, I would think, but in college, back in like the mid to late 2000s, but
somewhat early aughts, because anyway, but when he was doing a lot of his production, right before Kanye started rapping, when he was doing them ridiculous tracks for Jay-Z and God help me, even Cameron, Lord, I didn't like my bad, Harlem. I don't even know if we got Harlem World up in here. I could not stand Harlem World, but I could not front on the tracks that Kanye was giving Dipset, so I had to respect it. Damn it, I didn't like it, but I had to respect it. So
either way, yeah, I think people are just beginning to see Kanye for what he is, and I'm glad about that at the very least. My phone battery's kind of running low, so I'm gonna end this.
Okay, baby. Well, be
But
safe
yeah,
out here, Tyler. Thank you so much for all that you do. I love your perspective. I love the things that you say. I'm so appreciative that you're here and
thank
bringing your
you.
Gen Z energy to the situation. You know, I love your generation. Y'all are going to be the ones
Ah.
to save us all. Not no pressure, no pressure. But, you
I
know,
wouldn't say save everybody, but I mean,
no, I think you guys are going to be the ones throwing the Molotovs, to be quite fucking honest. Like, and the government apparently
at
thinks
all
so
the
too.
cop cars.
That's right. Like Gen Z is going to be the ones fed up enough to burn the shit down, but you guys are going to do it while y'all are young enough to still, run fast and shit. You know what I'm
Right, right.
saying? So I think by the
We've been
time
woke.
you're 30, y'all will be burning shit down like for
Mhm.
en masse. I believe that. I believe that. But
Yes,
Tyler, thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you
you're
so much for
welcome.
checking in. Be safe out there.
Yeah, you too.
Okay, okie
Yeah.
dokie. Oh, this is wonderful. Thank you all so much for coming in and checking in. We're going to wrap up here in just a few short minutes. Appreciate everyone that's in the chat checking in. What's up, Latif? What's up, Alice? Oh wait, someone's running us bucks. It's Tressa. Thank you, Tressa. If anyone ran us bucks before, I apologize for missing. Oh, you love your 60s music choices, Kim. Ooh, Tressa. Let me tell you. Can I tell y'all? Okay, real quick. Okay, so I'm assuming Tressa is referencing my appearance with the ear doctor on this latest episode of Sundays. It was so much fun. It was a good time. And ear doctor's such a quality DJ, and I'm such a bad guest because I was singing over all the songs that he played. And if I come back for a part two, as was requested in the chat by some folks, I will not sing over all the songs. But when Tressa talks about my 60s taste, I'm assuming you got to be talking about Etta James and Sugar Pie DeSanto, who are some singing ass broads. When I tell you these broads be singing, they be singing. I'm talking about Imani. Is Imani now in here? Imani said in the Sundays chat, she called it good old flatfoot singing. I said that's exactly what that is. Like flat shoes, flat-footed singing, oh, if you wanna be down, I can't do it, dog. My ain't no way. But Etta James and Sugar Pie DeSanto, and the reason. So how did it even come up? Ear Doctor in the questionnaire that he had sent, ask about my musical influences or whatever. The question how we even came up to Sugar Pie DeSanto because he asked me who would I like to interview. And I assure you, my like to interview list in terms of musical artists is very short. Like there's not really not many that I would anyway. But so anyway, I included Sugar Pie DeSanto because I think she's still alive. Last time I checked her Wikipedia, she was still alive, but I have not checked that in the better part of a year or two. So I do not know if she is still alive, but I need to double check that. But anyway, if she is still alive, I would love to talk to Sugar Pie DeSanto. In fact, I would love for somebody to go talk to Sugar Pie DeSanto. This woman, big up. I know we got a couple of AAPI people in here representing. She down with the brown and the other brown. She's down. She's black and Filipina. And when I tell you sis was singing down, My favorite, at least my favorite song that I've so far discovered from Sugar Pie DeSanto, because I'm still going through her discography and of course some vintage Etta James, because again, vocals. But Sugar Pie DeSanto has a song called Maybe You'll Be There. I encourage you to listen to it because no one's fucking with her on the joint. No one is fucking with her on the song. Nobody. It's a ballad. And again, she'll put you on the floor. So listen at your own caution. So anyway, thank you so much for that, Tressa. My 60s music, and in the 60s, I'm still trying to investigate the 60s again. I have been mining the 70s steadily for all of its incredible gems, of which I'm still discovering. So the 60s, I still need to go there. Some of my favorite artists are in the 60s as well. At least I think Jackie Wilson. When did Jackie Wilson die? I don't know. Maybe late 50s, early 60s. I can't remember. But Jackie Wilson is one of my faves. I love Jackie Wilson. But yeah. So if nobody else is gonna come on, I'd like to bring on the number one young stunner. They call him Willie Wavy. because he stayed he stay easy and breezy out here in these mean Baltimore streets.
Keep going.
I say you look a little bit like Khalil Kane from Juice.
Come on, my intro was good until it went left.
He's repping the East Coast up and down, all the way from Brooklyn to Jersey down to RVA. Give it up one time. Slick Willie, Pretty Willie, what they used to call him.
No,
Big Will.
Mm-mm. From Brooklyn to Baltimore to VA.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right, Baltimore. Damn.
yeah,
How did I leave out Baltimore? The latest stop.
yeah. I'm chilling.
It's
Happy.
Boricua Will, y'all. Boricua. Will
I'm
shared
happy to
with me
be
that
here.
he's Puerto Rican. And
I'm
I said, what's that like? With your adobo pimento.
It's the same thing.
I know.
Instead of fried chicken, baked chicken, same thing. But I love them both.
How much rice and beans would you say? No, I'm just fucking
A
with
lot.
you, dog.
I'm gonna start growing rice myself. That's what I'm starting.
You do understand that the reason I crack Afro Latino jokes is because I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I'm so jealous that there is a location that you can go elsewhere where you don't personally speak the language, but in theory you could be speaking the language, right? And it's away from these American shores. Well, I mean, Puerto Rico's not all the way away, but you do got to catch a plane to get there. I mean, you just can't walk to Puerto Rico. I'm just jealous. I'm just jealous.
I told you, Kim, you was part of us. You just don't know it.
I don't think so. I
Dominican
think
Brown. That's in my head.
Slim. When? Where did it when? We have looked in the branches of the family tree, and
Oh no.
everybody is stateside born, going back a long ways. Like nobody came from anywhere else. It's very disappointing. I'd be
Sorry.
ecstatic if I was Dominican or Puerto Rican. I'd be like, ooh, I'm spicing now. You know what I'm saying? That's okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm sorry. I'm probably being horribly offensive, and y'all can tell I kind of don't feel good. So my apologies to the Boricuas out there if I'm fucking talking crazy. I'm not meaning to. Anyway, so Will,
Yeah.
what you want to talk, what you want to say to the people?
Nothing. Thanks to I don't know why the restream is acting up, but thanks to Lady M too. She donated.
Oh, thanks, Lady M. Thank you, baby.
So thanks to her, and thanks to everybody that donated and keep doing it. We appreciate y'all support for sure. Yeah, we got more to come. So keep doing it. Please and thank you.
Thank you, Will. Will is also picking up some additional duties out here. He is going to be teaching some video production elements to the youths out here. So let's send Will some positive vibrations that the
Yeah.
kid that the students are nice to him and treat him respectfully.
It's the kids will be fine. It's just the environment is what I'm worried about. Baltimore City schools is not they don't give you nothing. So you got to make do with whatever.
When you say nothing, what do you mean?
Just nothing. No, the supplies be there. The school environment is prison-esque. Food be terrible. Like it's nothing. They really do give those kids nothing and expect them to, and then how many years in a row is it's a story about the heating, or it's too hot, or it's too cold, or it's they got to leave for some reason, the ventilation. So yeah,
Many years. Hey, maybe our new governor, Wes Moore, whom I just saw a campaign ad featuring Barack Obama. I'm like, I hate being right. I really don't like it. I do not like it. I knew Obama was lurking back there somewhere. Maybe Wes Moore will finally get on this shit, considering he screams West Baltimore all the time. I'm Westboro from West Baltimore. Okay, nigga, fix the air. Just make that the first thing that you do, my guy. Fix the goddamn HVAC units in Baltimore City schools, for God's sakes.
Facts. Yep.
I'm not happy about that shit. I got my ballot in the mail. I think I'm gonna write myself in for governor. I'm gonna keep it a buck. And I don't even know if I'm legally allowed to do this. Maybe if you're in the state of Maryland, maybe you should write in Kim Brown for governor. Fuck it. We might win. We might fuck around and win. And guess what? Day one, HVACs in Baltimore City schools is getting fixed. I don't give a goddamn what else is on the calendar. Fix them goddamn HVACs today on my first day as governor of Maryland. See, that's how I roll.
They ain't got the heart you got. So,
hey,
we'll see.
And that's why y'all need to vote for me, man. Write in Kim Brown on your on your ballot. Because Westmore's going to win by a lot. Everybody knows that. So y'all, I might as well get 2, 3, 4, 5 votes out here. Will, write me in for real. I mean, I'm not pressuring you. Just a suggestion.
Say less. No, listen.
Just write me in Kim Brown. Don't even write before government. Don't put Kimberly.
I'm going to put the link tree.
Let's be...
I'm going to put the link tree right in the line.
Yeah. Let's be exactly clear about who we talking about. There's a lot of Kim Browns out here. Let's be very clear about who we talking about.
Subscribe and like.
Ooh, put in parentheses BIDWKB just so there's no mistakes. Yes. Yo. Hey, listen, I'm at least gonna get one vote because I'm voting for myself. Okay, so all I want to know is who's coming with me. That's all I want to know. But anyway,
just know you're gonna be on TV because you're gonna I voted, so it's gonna be Westmore, some Republican guy, then it's gonna be you.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna look forward to that. Come to the door, news knocking at my door. I'm coming to the door, smoking a spliff in my robe. Oh, it's your governor. Oh, but I do have to vote on the weed. By the way, guys, even though Maryland's got the legal weed on the ballot, and I know I have said absolutely nothing about it, and the reason I haven't said anything about it is because it's basically legal now. It's basically legal now. I don't know what I'm imagining if and when it does officially become legal in the state of Maryland. That just means they're going to start cracking down on the black market dealers. And I encourage you to please support your local weed man or woman or non-binary person. Support your local weed man. That's important. The dispensary going to be there, but it's overtaxed and the potency is not as strong in my experience. So support your local weed person, please, and thank you. Anything else you want to tell the people, Will? Is anybody else standing by? I'm guessing we have tapped out.
Nope. Yeah, that's it.
Okie dokie. Well, guys and ladies and non-bees and bees, I appreciate you guys allowing me a little bit of space because I was tempted to not do a show at all, but I didn't want to do that. I'm used to this. I'm used to these Tuesdays and Fridays. But I was not in the mind space to bring news, especially the kind of news that I talk about. I would love to do galaxy stories, looking at all the overpriced shit that NASA has, spent money on, but they do bring back pretty pictures. So maybe we'll do a show where we just look at the sky for the whole show because we live in a madness out here. So anyway, anything else that I'm missing, everybody? I see everybody rolling out. That's cool. I appreciate y'all showing up and coming through and doing the thing. Will, I thank you so much for doing what you do. Male as well. Appreciate y'all. COVID, you heard what Anna said, that the COVID is out here doing new shit. COVID done learned some new tricks, okay? So please do not be out here fucking around. In Northern Virginia, I don't know if it was in the city of Stafford or in Stafford County, but I'm sure you guys saw the story. It made national news. Half of the student body, over 1,000 students earlier this week, called out of school because they were sick. Now, what's funny is the news reports have not mentioned COVID once. They keep saying flu. And I'm like, okay, nigga. Like, okay. You want me to believe that shit, huh? Oh, oh, you want me to think that 1,000 kids is sick from school and COVID ain't in the mix? What they really think that we dummies out here, man. They take us for idiots. They do take us for idiots out here. So please make no mistake, COVID is out here jumping on people. I do not want it to jump on you. Please, if you're going to be indoors, mask around folks. I don't care if people look at you funny. I don't give a fuck. I just ordered some new masks. God help me, from Amazon. And I'm so sorry, the contradictions, my bad. But I did order some fucking KN95s from Amazon. They had a sale. Oh, Jesus, help me. There is no ethical consumerism under capitalism. I have to keep reminding myself that. Try not to. All you people are still shopping from Amazon, try not to beat up yourself too bad. I try to make myself feel better because I say I don't shop at Walmart anymore. So no, I just order from Amazon. Anyway, y'all, please be safe out here. I appreciate y'all. Come join me tomorrow morning. I will do the morning show tomorrow. Jackie's going to be on with us tomorrow. So goddamn right. Let me sit the fuck up. Yes, Jacqueline Lukman will be joining us on the morning show tomorrow morning. Remix morning show, Black Power Media, 8 a.m. Eastern. And Status Coup tomorrow evening, 5 p.m. Eastern. Looking forward to both of those. So thank you all so much for, again, indulging me. Thank you all to everyone that called up and just said such wonderful, amazing, beautiful things. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Tyler. Who else? Alex. Who else called Will? You know I smoke a lot of weed. I can't be remembering shit. I'm impressed I remember that much. Look at that. Look at God. I thought there was another person. Maybe it was Will. I'm so sorry to that other person. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna go on, y'all. See y'all later. Oh, what? I said Tyler. Which be Tyler is up, or is this a different text? Oh, Tyler, are you still up? Is that what you're trying to tell me, Will?
No, I was just saying Tyler was the last name, but you said Tyler.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Okay. You good, sir? You good?
I'm good.
All right, y'all. I'm done. I'll see y'all tomorrow. See y'all later. Bye bye. Those has outro.